What's up everyone? EVO is this week and some of you are already in Vegas, hitting the tables, hitting the buffet, hitting some buttons, whatever you like. But for those of us who this is our first EVO or first tournament or first fighting game events, I have some tips for you in this video to have a great EVO experience. First up, make sure to pack your toiletries. That's soap, shampoo, toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant, and use it. You want to stay fresh throughout the events. Also pack some things like airborne and hand sanitizer. You're gonna meet a lot of people, you're gonna play casuals, you're gonna be sharing sticks, you're gonna be all cramped up together in a crowd during finals, so you don't wanna go home with a serious case of Ebola. Speaking of packing, make sure to pack enough clothes for the event. And if you plan to walk around Vegas, buy clothes for Vegas. That means light clothes, shorts. It's really hot outside. The inside can be chilly to some, so maybe get like a light hoodie or jacket. But don't pack too much because at the event, there's tons of merch booths with amazing clothes from your favorite creators. One of the great ones is the 10O booth. Not sponsored by them, but I work with them. But they have some great stuff from like Tasty Steve and Eris. So bring your cash, buy some cool threads, buy some EVO merch. And yeah, make sure you have space in your luggage to bring all the stuff that you buy back with you. Also, if you're coming with your hip box, your stick, whatever, I would suggest if you can put it in your carry-on luggage rather than your check-in luggage, because I guarantee you when you get to your hotel, your suitcase will be turned upside down by TSA. So when you're flying into the airport, you can actually take Uber and I think Lyft as well. The pickup point is in the parking garage across the street from the airport. You can also take taxis and they take credit card or cash. It's just the drivers can be surly at best. So if you're staying at the Mandalay Bay, this is pretty much true for any hotel in the Las Vegas Strip. The check-in time is 3 p.m. So you can come a little bit early. The only problem is that they might not let you into your room. So you can go to the concierge and drop off your luggage and then pick it up later. And they might actually just take it up to your room as well. So one thing during check-in is that there is a resort fee. So you might have booked online, booked through the EVO site, but when you get there, you do have to pay a resort fee on top of the deposit. The resort fee is about $35 per day, and this is not refundable. So if you're splitting your room with other people, make sure that they're aware of this and that you get reimbursed for that $35 resort fee if you're splitting it 2 ways, 4 ways, whatever. So when you actually get into the room, one important thing, if you're not trying to ball out for the weekend, don't touch anything that's consumable in the hotel room. That's the water, that's the mini bar, all of that you'll get charged for, and it's not cheap. If you're sharing the room with people, you can actually ask for free blankets and pillows so that everyone can sleep comfortably, but don't touch that water. So if you are on the hunt for snacks, there's a lot of different gift shops around that contain a lot of chips and drinks. They're pretty expensive. They're definitely Disneyland prices, but hey, it's manageable. Now, if you're really hungry and want to go eat a meal, the restaurants at Mandalay Bay are all pretty expensive. The cheapest one I found was this BBQ Mexicana. And even then it was like $15 for a burrito. There is a food court there. It has a Subway, a Johnny Rockets, a Nathan's Hot Dog, pizza place, and this place I think called Pan Asia Express. You might get sick of it. You can actually walk towards the Luxor. There's like a mall in between that has more places to eat, but it's not the greatest selection. It kind of has also expensive stuff, and the food court in the Luxor is pretty much the same as the one in Mandalay Bay. There is a 24-hour restaurant. It's called Citizens. It's in Mandalay Bay, so if you're hungry at 5 a.m. after a long night of money matches, you can stop by there. But otherwise, food options are a bit limited. However, you can use Postmates or any type of food delivery service. It's gonna be a little bit expensive, but they'll take it right to your room. So if you're looking to get some adult beverages rather than rushing to the nearest bar, I recommend finding like a video poker machine or a slot machine, putting some money in it, kind of just slow playing. Some people will come up to you and ask you if you want a drink. It's a free drink, free. You just gotta make sure to tip them pretty well and keep playing, or else they won't bring you more drinks. If you're really looking to party, then you can get some friends together, maybe get a suitcase and take an Uber to like a CVS or grocery store off the strip. It'll be far cheaper to buy there than buying at the convenience stores or the gift stores inside the casino, or even just walking along the strip. So when it's time to pick up your badge for EVO, be prepared for a long line. It's almost always massive. And then when the day comes for your first tournament day, especially if you have a morning pool, make sure you're there a little bit early, because once the doors open, it's like a madhouse rush of people, and usually there's a line just to even get in. So you don't want to be late for your pool and get DQ'd. Just try and get there early, get in front of the line, get inside, find where your pool station is, find your judge and just make sure to check in. And then when you're about to play your match, you want to check your setup pretty well. So, make sure your stick's working, of course, but also make sure that all controllers are desynced, because sometimes people don't desync their controllers and they leave it on and it messes you up during the match. Also check your headsets, make sure the headset works. If it doesn't, let the judge know. You want to be able to play because you paid a lot of money to be there. So if you don't have matches for a while or you've been eliminated for the tournament, there's still lots to do in the expo hall. There's lots of booths, they can sell merch, they can have games that you can play, some that haven't been released yet. There's artist alleys. A lot of times there's meet and greets with popular FGC players. But on that note, if you see someone popular or someone that you know, like a top player, and they're in a match and they've lost, I wouldn't recommend going up to them and asking for their autograph at that moment. They're probably really frustrated, give them some space. And all the main EVO games have their own huge big projector screens that you can check out. And also there's panels at EVO. And if I had to do another plug, I guess maybe it's sponsored because it's my job, but XSplit on Friday at 2 p.m. is hosting a panel, How to Make a Living Creating Content for Fighting Games. This includes Gootecks, Maximilian, and Spooky. It's hosted by our own Chris Light. Make sure to check it out if you're there. It should be pretty fun. So I think it's really important to make sure that you network at the event, not just if it's for some business reason or something, but just meet people, because what happens is that it can be a bit hard to find casuals inside the main tournament area. A lot of the BYOC space is taken up by side tournaments. So a lot of matches or just casuals happen in the hotel rooms. And if you luck out, you might find one of those hotel rooms where some top players are money matching and you can join in the fun. A lot of big high profile matches that no one ever sees happens in the hotel rooms. So definitely try and find those out or seek those out. Usually someone's mentioning it on Twitter or something. Just know that it could be a really crowded and stuffy room. I think there's even an anime Illuminati suite that they're hosting, which is always a pretty wild place and probably the only place in America you can get some strong zeros. Also make sure while you're out all hours of the night playing fighting games that you stay hydrated, because having that all-nighter where you're just knocking back high lifes that are $1 or free and you're not drinking some water at the same time, you're really gonna feel it the next morning, especially if you're an old fogey like me. But most important of all, make sure you're ready for an amazing weekend of fighting games. You're gonna see some amazing matches, some crazy blowups. Maybe you might be a part of those as well. You're gonna make some new friends, you might see some old friends, but also make sure that you're early to the airport for your flight on Monday, because Monday in Vegas is super crowded. So there's traffic and there's waiting in line and security. So you don't wanna miss your flight back home. It really sucks, especially if you're nursing an old hangover there. And if you can't make it to EVO, don't worry, you can sit back and stream Monster. There's gonna be multiple streams coming out from the event. Make sure to share your memes in chat, make your Twitch clips, share them on social media, use those hashtags. Let's get EVO trending worldwide throughout the whole weekend. So for all the EVO veterans out there, let me know if you think I missed any tips or helpful advice for the newbies. And for all those EVO viewers out there, what do you think is gonna be the big reveal? What do you think is gonna be the crazy trailer that's gonna blow everyone's minds? Also, I'm gonna be out at EVO, and let me know if there's anything you wanna see. I'll have a little bit of time to film. I'm actually helping the stream, so XSplit sponsoring one of the EVO streams, so we're gonna be working on that. But if I can get some footage that you guys wanna see, let me know. I have a few ideas in mind. Anyway, there might be a bit of a pause on content for about a week or so, because I'll have to go to EVO, fly back, and then, edit stuff again. So sorry if there's a bit of a break, but hopefully with all the stuff I get at EVO and other stuff I'm going to in the future, there's a lot more content coming up soon. Thanks for watching. See you at EVO. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos. And if you missed my last video about Marvel and how great it was, you can find it here. Peace out.